This original lesson is taught by my teacher, Charles Nelson, a self-defense expert and former World War II hand-to-hand combat instructor. The simple yet effective techniques taught by Charles Nelson have saved the lives of countless students, including my own. During the 50 years Charlie taught in New York City, he used to say that his techniques gave you a fighting chance in any situation. I'm proud to continue his teachings, and I know you'll benefit from learning this system.
Dick Rothman's News Desk, and today we bring you news that's important. Please watch carefully. In these days, unfortunately, it's very important to know the arts and sciences of... Today we're on West 72nd Street, 151 West 72, and we're visiting the famous school of Charles Nelson, ex-Marine sergeant who has taught thousands of people how to protect themselves and defend themselves against unprovoked assaults. Charlie Nelson, as they say, has had a distinguished career in many fields, in the service of his country, and in working in many, many areas of industry and commerce. But one day he decided he would use his knowledge and tendency to be able to self and pass it along to other people. And so 31 years ago, here on 72nd Street, he opened this school, which is widely known. All kinds of law enforcement agency representatives have been here from all over the world, as well as little children and grandmothers, ages. They have learned very important techniques in self-defense right here at the studio. Welcome to the show, Charles. Charlie Nelson, I want to ask you, what was the city like in 1951, 31 years ago? Was it milder? Was it less crime-ridden?
Oh, yeah, it's milder than it was now. In fact, when I opened my school, you couldn't even make a living at the business I'm doing. It's just that I had got disability from the VA, and I was working on the side, and so I was able, but it was around in the 60s when things started to get bad. The crime in the city picked up, and then, you know, the martial arts came into the Koreans came from Korea with the karate and the Japanese. But actually, what I've been teaching for many sport karate, it's self-defense for the street, but it's a combination of jiu-jitsu and karate, utilizing the practical things that anybody can learn without actually taking up the sport of karate.
Its members.
Yeah, I taught many at the Hebrew Synagogue on East 8th Street and up in Westchester, at the Navy base in Brooklyn, the Naval Reserve. And recently I got a letter from the Gunnery Sergeant June, said they were reviving the hand-to-hand combat. Would I come down there and teach? And a couple of Marines who just got out of Marine Recon, which is a special forces, now are taking my course, and they passed the word to other Marines in camp. Some of them are getting out soon. They're going to come here. So actually what I teach here is, you know, things that have happened on the street. In fact, I had many people come after they've been mugged, and I'll be showing, you know, these mugging situations, and most of them are situations people had experienced and came to me, and I usually always have the answer. I'm also going to show some of these techniques they show in some of these karate magazines, which are wrong. And these so-called, you know, experts claim they're 5th, 7th degree black belt in karate, but they're showing these self-defense techniques for the, especially for women, which would get the person killed or injured. And in fact, one of the first ones we're going to show, which is wrong, is they show you, it's on TV where they're choking a woman from behind like this with two hands. It shows them grabbing the little finger, and that's no good. And I'll let him do that to me.
Okay, we're going to stop the talk and give you actual demonstrations.
This is really the wrong way. So possibly to grab that little finger. But the right way is so simple. All I do is step forward, use my back muscles, look back, and kick in and hit down, hit, and really, and this is the right way. Now, see, that's good for anybody. Women's shoulder now, men are much stronger, so they have strength in their shoulders, and this was the one I teach for men. I step forward, I raise this arm, and there's a, and I could shove them, knee and men thing, and this is the right way. Also, they show knives. This was the wrong way. You make a downward thrust at me, so they show you blocking this way and coming here. But see, he has downward force. He could never actually get me. So you do that one to me. So you block, and you come in. Yeah, you see, no, the one you block, and yeah, you see the guy's coming down. You can get your arms cut. Now the right way is like this. See, he makes a downward thrust. See, I deflect the knife, and I would punch to the temple, get him here, bring the knee up, and end up breaking his arm. And so these, in fact, these two Marines just got out of the Marine Corps. One guy paid $1,000 for a course, and all he learned was to block here and block here. And the one I just showed them, I showed them they can't do it. Now, I've had two nurses and another woman from Holland. The three of them were held up like this when they were unlocking their apartment door. Somebody put a knife in their back, opened the door, pushed them in, robbed them, and raped them. So they came to me after it happened. Now, in one of the supposed to be a famous book pushed at karate magazines, they're saying reach around with your right hand and grab the wrist, and it's impossible to do that. See, and like I'll show you on him, see, he reaches around with his right hand to grab my wrist. See, even there is the elbow being a hinge joint the thumb can't hold. And what's the right way? See, he doesn't see my hand move, so when I turn, I wrap it up, I hit him there, and here, just a hole he can't even get out of. And if it's in his left hand, I don't know that, I don't have to know the difference. I turn the same way, it comes out even better. Here's, and in fact, I had a Chinese architect with 2 years of Tai Chi in Chinatown. He came to me because he had got held up at knife point, and this is the way he was held up, so he grabbed him like this in the hallway, and he said he wasn't about. See, common ways for the muggers is they come behind you like this. He'll do the technique that you could do here. Yeah, go ahead, do it. See here, yeah. Yeah, he got me, yeah. And these are the, see, I'm familiar with all these mugging techniques. And they will do it on this so the students can see. They hit my arm across. See. Yeah.
For the benefit of those who twirl the dial and tuned us in late, this is the Dick Rothman News Desk Show. We are at Charlie Nelson's School of Self-Defense, 51 West 72nd Street. What you are seeing are rape reduction and duplication of real-life situations in which people have been attacked, and then the assailants have been repelled and thrown off by tech that have been developed through the years by Charlie Nelson, who has, I say, learned these techniques all the way back in his Marine Corps training many years ago, and then developed them and has his own, shall I say, refinements of these techniques. And he says that some of the things that you learn in places through magazines and other institutions of learning are not exactly 100% safe and correct, and he has the answers in many cases. And I know that on this street, many people tell me as I walk along the street, and they know I'm in cable TV because I've been on 14 years, Charlie Nelson has helped the whole neighborhood feel more secure. So let's go on with some more demonstrations.
Yeah. Now, you know, what's so common with the average guy, he doesn't even know how to block a right-hand punch. And so when they come in here, I show them the most practical and say, rather than stand there and do a stiff block when they throw a right-hand punch, I'm sidestepping. And then the kick would be in there, and he'd bend down, and I'd finish him off again. And then, of course, everybody, you know, you read where this accountant and his wife on 34th Street near East River Drive, and this guy asked him for his money. He gave him the money, and the guy says, I don't like your looks, and stabbed him. Now, had this accountant just known how to block a knife thrust, he could have saved his life. And one of my students who you know, Herb Kanowitz, he was saying, you know, being a businessman, he says, businessmen, they insure their wife, their home, their children, their car. They never think of insuring themselves against, you know, like this 13-year-old kid that killed this guy, was a black belt in karate and Aikido. And so he said, this is really an insurance policy.
How many lessons is it necessary to take to feel that you got the fundamentals under your belt, so to speak?
The course is 15 lessons. To be honest with people, I tell them they should take it with a friend or member of their family. And that's what I try to encourage, is family self-defense, because they can offer mutual protection to each other.
Thank you for watching, and check out our website at cnsds.com for more information on seminars, DVDs, books, and classes at our self-defense studio in New Jersey.